Hello, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, I really do appreciate you guys joining me, and I will not waste any of your time. This will take 15 minutes or less, I promise. This is for my real estate agent friends and investor friends regarding coronavirus COVID-19. How to add some massive value and differentiate yourself from every other agent or investor out there. As the entrepreneur that you are, there has never been such a crucial time to differentiate yourself from every other agent or investor, or you are every other investor. So we would like to provide you an option, okay? In light of our current health pandemic that we've got going on, these are very validated concerns. We are providing healthy, very powerful decontamination sanitization option. We now live in a time where it's no longer referred to as the cold and flu season. It's the cold, flu, and coronavirus season. This COVID-19 has obviously dramatically changed the psyche of everybody and affected real estate transactions that we know are so essential. We now think way more about shaking hands and coughing and sneezing and touching door handles. I don't know about you, but sometimes I look at a door and think, how can I get through this without having to touch the darn thing? But there is an alternative way to, an alternative to chemical detoxification and decontamination. Agents and investors, you guys can easily provide some massive value actually to clients, and most importantly, differentiate yourself after showing a home, or prior to a new mover or a new owner moving in. You can offer this detoxification, decontamination kind of service, or even protecting your own staff in your own office. There is no program that can do what we're offering and maintain a green system that improves the health of the people and the home. But this is not a singular solution. It's a triple threat, if you will. We're talking about oxidizing, sanitizing, and protecting. Ozone generation has been around for many years. Matter of fact, it was like first discovered in the 1880s, a long time ago. It is proven to kill molds, bacteria, germs, viruses. But I appreciate everybody's trust, but please look for yourself. I'll show you some examples here in a second, but it's all over the internet if you look for it. The way this works with an ozone generator, the generator pulls in O2, oxygen, and in the magic box, it's electrified and it's passed over typically ceramic plates inside and creates ozone, or O3. So you pull in O2, it puts out O3. But this ozone molecule, it's got a very short life cycle. The molecular bond is easily broken, so it doesn't last very long. But while it's out, that third oxygen atom, when it encounters soils like bacteria, viruses, germs, etc., that atom easily combines with that soil and causes it to break down or oxidize. So check out in the Journal of Infection Diseases and Epidemiology. Come down here at the bottom where it talks about coronaviruses, including SARS-CoV-2. That's the cause of the condition now named coronavirus disease 2019, or COVID-19. Ozone therapy, a very inexpensive and safe modality, may safely exploit this critical vulnerability in many viruses, meaning it's an enveloped thing, and that third molecule will oxidize it and expose the RNA, DNA, and kill the soil. From Thailand Medical News, ozone has been proven to kill the SARS coronavirus. There's been like 17 studies that actually proves it kills the coronavirus. And since its structure, of the new COVID-19 is almost identical to that of the original SARS coronavirus, it is relatively safe to say that it will also work on the new coronavirus. Wow. Here from PRN Newswire, since ozone has been proven to kill 99.9% of pathogens in the air, including SARS coronavirus and other stuff, researchers anticipate that it may be an important tool in preventing the spread of the coronavirus disease, COVID-19. It's a ozone is a very powerful weapon, according to Zhu Muzi. I've probably hatcheted that name, but ozone, or O3, like we talked about earlier, it's a blue gas. It's a powerful antiviral, antimicrobial, antibacterial, and antifungal disinfectant for both air and water. It's used worldwide in food preparation and medical treatments. The ozone generator kills single and multicellular organisms, including bacteria, viruses, very possibly including the COVID-19 coronavirus and fungi. Now, everybody has heard it before, the power of oxygen, right? There's all kinds of products out there. They whiten your clothes, they clean your teeth, they kill germs, etc. Ozone is a natural gas. In fact, when you go outside after a thunderstorm and you smell a lightning storm, you smell that odd smell. That is ozone right there. But instead of hours of scrubbing stuff and using a bunch of chemicals, ozone, it's a gas, so it permeates the whole house in virtually every little nook and cranny and touches all surfaces, and so it makes it extremely effective. Now, you may have heard or maybe wondering about things like UV radiation or HEPA filters, those kind of things. Those are very good items, but if you think of it like this, with you're passing air over a light or a filter, you have to bring the pollution to the solution, and therefore it may not be 100% effective. With the ozone gas, you're bringing the solution to the pollution. That makes some sense. So the only expedient and affordable way to really truly decontaminate a house is fill it full of ozone gas. It gets inside all those tiny little places, and places that would be probably impossible to get with other remediation processes. It's used around the world, like I said, in food preparation and medical treatments. It kills germs faster than chlorine bleach, and its gaseous nature makes it an ideal airborne sanitizer. Pretty cool, right? Check this out. Viruses and bacteria cannot become immune to ozone. Wow. Think about that for a second. All living things need oxygen, so it can't become immune like it can to chemicals. Good news is the Inspectigator, Expect, and Hero Home Inspections have partnered, and we are entering this market now with what we believe to be a far superior and a holistic sanitization solution to our current pandemic, with a 3-layer approach to a healthy environment consistent with that of the National Ozone Association. Our 3-layer sanitizing program is extremely powerful, extremely effective, and it's designed for maximum infection prevention without the use of chemicals or leaving any toxic chemical residues anywhere. This is also consistent with the National Ozone Association and OMG sanitization protocol. So step 1 is what we call shock level ozone treatment. You get the ozone level up to a very high level for a short period of time. People ask, does this stuff really work? Well, ozone's a science, so yes, it always works. We've talked about it's used all over the world still today, and how it destroys those soils. So step 2 is fogging. We apply a product called Decon 5. It's recommended by the National Ozone Association via a fogging machine. So it fills the air and sweeps the air of particulates, soils, and neutralizes those toxins even further, as well as surfaces. And again, leaves no residue. It's EPA registered and green certified. Step 3, point of use treatment. We're talking about disinfecting surfaces, typically after the ozone treatment, using one product, an enzyme product called Enzymagic 201, and another product called Back Shield. This is a inhibitor. It's recommended by the National Organization of Remediators and Mold Inspectors, or NORMI. What I'm talking about are things like countertops, doorknobs, appliance handles, thermostats, plumbing fixtures, light switches, those kind of things. We apply this enzyme spray treatment that penetrates and it lifts soils from all types of surfaces. It is ecologically safe. It's 100% biodegradable, harmless to humans and pets. And Back Shield, like I mentioned, is a growth inhibitor. That product is applied to non-food surfaces, like I mentioned before, so excluding countertops. And these are commercial grade products. This is not stuff that you're going to find in a grocery store either. Let me be very clear though, we are not promising to kill the new COVID-19. We are not promising to treat somebody that has already been infected, and we are not preventing somebody from contracting it, okay? This is the new COVID-19, remember, is a new strain. So the tests are just ongoing. What we do know though, ozone has been proven to be a very effective antimicrobial, antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal disinfectant. So not just houses. We can do your offices or your work areas. We can even do cars. How cool is that? We can work on monthly or weekly programs if you want to. I have been asked, as the more I talk about this, people have read things on the internet and it's like, well, it's going to damage my stuff. And yes, it will with prolonged exposure. You can have oxidation effects to rubber and metals and things like that, but that's prolonged. We are using short cycle shock level treatments, so they're not going to damage your stuff. But bottom line, if you're concerned that it's going to damage them, we'll remove it. We'll just take it out, or we'll cover it up and seal it. No problem. Is it hazardous to my health? Yes, it is. Again, if you're exposed to high levels like we produce in our ozone generators, it can be very harmful, which is why we require that the house be completely vacated. How much time does it take? Typically, depending on the volume we're talking about, how big the house is, how tall the ceilings are, that kind of thing, you're looking at a 3 to 4 hour process. There's the treatment time, and then there's as soon as you shut the equipment off, the O3 quickly reverts back to O2, oxygen. So after it airs out a little bit, then it's safe to re-enter. If you've got any questions or concerns, don't hesitate. Give me a holler. I'd love to talk about this stuff. My cell's right there, 407-468-2463. And if you are tired of wasting time and you're ready to go, just want to schedule an appointment, please call the office, 407-678-HOME or 407-678-4663. That is it. I appreciate you guys' time. To your health and wealth.